Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry, and it's time for some more Monomyth, because the game updated. Let's head into the armorers. Can you mend my gear? There we go.
So long.
Now, let's take these off.
What is it?
Show me what you got.
Make it quick.
I would like to sell these mail gauntlets and buy some metal ones. Also, some sabatons and greaves.
Is that it? Don't
That
you
is it indeed.
tell you?
So now we have something to replace our leather boots and have some pretty decent protection levels. You'll also notice with this new patch there are numbers on the health bar and the mana bar. I didn't turn those on in the menu, they're just there. One moment please. So this patch finally adds the next area, and also there will be female characters in the game, but we won't see them yet. They're hiding. There's a few little things that need to get fixed before they can be added. So let's head back into the mine and make our way to the next area, which is guarded by the fire slimes. Now, I have gone and poked my nose into the next area. You could even say dipped my toes into it off camera. And I had an immediate emotional reaction. You'll understand if you've been following this playthrough when you see the next area exactly what I felt. Because I'll also probably explain it at the time. However, let's continue on our way towards the mine. Let's squeeze through these doors, and you'll see there's also numbers on the stamina bar. Here is our storage chest. It's worth poking our nose in to remind ourselves that we use it. And then we'll head into the mine itself. Obviously, a number of containers are partially inserted into the floor because I'm using an old save. Starting a new save would fix that, as would picking them up and putting them back down again, but that's a lot of work, so I'm just going to leave it as it is for now. Also, destroying them causes them to come back up to the surface, but I don't need to smash everything to bits. So, with this patch we gain a new large area, possibly similar in size to the hinterlands, and 3 sub-areas leading off from it. So, plenty to explore. Now I'm going to head over to where the miners are hiding out in their little fortified area. And I really do want to work on that health and stamina sometime. It is awkward that the ability requirements for many of the weapons are so high. It feels that they could only be reached by putting points into every single, into every single level, putting points in the same ability score, and even then, you can't meet requirements for some of them. So it's bonkers. I'm not going to worry too much, therefore, about meeting requirements, but just about role-playing the character and having fun. And fun is exactly what we would like to have when we explore the next area. So we're back here now, and I am going to turn right and head down into this chamber, and we're going to take these 2 fire berries because there are a lot of fire slimes near the entrance to the new area. This is not where we want to go, is it? Let's fill a flask for emergencies. We now have 5 healing potions at our disposal. And I'm going to head up these stairs and try and find my way back to the room with the big machine. So we're going to go down these stairs. We're not going to go into here because that is the wrong machine. We're not going that way either. I believe we're heading back through here and then avoiding the most obvious path. It may be through there. It might also be through here. Here we are, yes. And we are going to insert this glowing crystal into the canister that looks suspiciously like the other one on the wall that we haven't seen yet. There we go. We now have a battery, and our leather helmet finally has a description and name. Now we know there's a couple more possessed miners around here somewhere. I believe they are through here in this chamber. Or just patrolling the upper level. So let's just leave them to it. Wherever they are, or we could go hunting. There's another chamber that looks very similar to this one nearby. I'm not seeing it. We'll just head onwards. So now we want to head back up, I think, and out of the factory, and make our way for the lift to the lower level. We'll wave a nice hello at all the miners while we head on through. And back towards the drawbridge. At this point, I'm going to take these 11 fire berries and place those there, where the lockpicks usually go. You know, those lockpicks we almost never get to use. Probably shouldn't run on the drawbridge. It's not that stable feeling. But now we can put on a bit of a burst of speed. We'll go faster if we can lighten our load, and at some point we will want to do that. There's a teleportation chamber. I don't believe I've successfully managed to return to this one, so I'm not sure I want to utilize it to go to any of the others. So let's just head for the lift. And remember that this step requires a jump, because it won't allow us to simply traverse it otherwise. Let us summon the lift and prepare for our descent into the depths. Here we go. So you know what? It is nice to be back in this game. It's fun. It's about to be difficult. We'll just have to see how it goes. So, I'm going to move up towards the mouth of this tunnel and save the game. There we go. I see fire slime already, or lava slime rather. Okay. Can we... We may have a problem. One that I appear to have solved, so that's great. And immediately we have the little sidestep when trying to loot bodies again, because I'm unfamiliar with the controls. It's been a while, hasn't it? Okay. I'm not going to mine this out because we're carrying enough already. And we haven't found a very good use yet. Let's loot this one. And that one. I believe that's all three of them. And here we are. Now then, as you can see on the wall, there are two large receptacles. One contains what appears to be a large orange crystal in a metal canister. The other is empty. It's fairly obvious what we're supposed to do at this point, but I'm not going to do it quite yet because there's this large flight of stairs I'd like to explore. And also, there might be a few things around here worth claiming. That is very deep and glowing a bright yellowy orange. Probably where the lava slimes came from. let's take the Queen's Leaf and all the water arrows, because at some point in the next area we may need them. There's another pickaxe. More lockpicks. Let's head on up the stairs. And let's not rush ourselves. No point running on stairs unless there's a real emergency. Okay, so this was locked from this side. Just buy ourselves some time. Oh, we demolished his head in a most satisfying manner. And got 1 gold on his hammer as usual. Now, so far, there's a nice little saber we can sell. So far, we've seen nothing new. This area was available in the game before the patch. But hey, I might as well clear it. That's a dead end, I think, because it's the end of the map. Again, so many water arrows. Some more herbs. Also, we might as well put our lockpicks back. Let's put this over here because that's already a 2x2. And then I think we'll eat a mushroom. Those look like we may be able to climb, but it doesn't look like there's anything up there to climb onto. And now this is the room with the shelves and large cogs near the beginning of the area. And if you don't believe me, I'll just run back and show you. And if you think I'm putting off a new area, you're not wrong. And when you see it, you'll understand why. So there's the way back out again. Let's head back and go into the new area. And certain words shall be spoken. They might even be in the episode title. They will not be polite words or pleasant ones, although pleasure shall be taken in their utterance. At least by me. I'm not liking this. Oh, I know what's coming. I really wish I didn't. Because then you get a more natural reaction as I enter the place and swear my head off. Look, I had plenty of time earlier and I thought, oh, go on. So I had a little look and I thought, why would you put this at the start of a new area after a long-awaited content patch? Anyway, let us place the large battery in its receptacle. And we have some new notes. Not this one. I installed the missing energy source, activating the mechanism and unlocking the gate to the depths below the Lysandrian mines. And now it is through that gate that we shall step. here we are. We have a bridge leading to a portcullis which is lowered. Lava cascades from holes in the rock down into some kind of perilous moat below. Large boulders that look suspiciously like stepping stones project from the lava. And there is no obvious way of opening this portcullis. That is open, that is shut. I don't see a way in of there. I will move away before the nasty man sees me. And for some generous reason, but just checking in case there's some kind of hidden secret here, okay? For some generous reason, we have been gifted with a shrine of the gods. We have no sins to atone for. We also cannot level up just yet. It is what it is. These barrels are fully on the surface because it is a new area. Now, I think we all know what's happening next. There is a certain save file that is reserved for instances just like this. Why? What kind of sadistic, evil developer who likes painfully difficult, necessary, forced platforming sections that are completely fucking voidable sticks one at the beginning of the new level that we've been waiting like 5 bloody months for? It's insane. And my original reaction would have been far more visceral had I recorded it at the time. Now, we can drop down from here, and there is a wooden crate which would allow us to clamber back up by standing upon it. If we explore in the other direction, there is no such crate, and apparently past experience has told me that that is too high to climb. Or that one, I can't remember which. That looks like a very high jump with chicken feet and a feather potion. And there's a long ledge leading over there. Additionally, we can descend to that boulder, leap across to this one, that one, there, and make our way over to that beach, which we can also descend to from this side. That's a lava slime, isn't it? I don't like the look of that either. Right. Now, descending this side, we can see more stones that lead to near the bottom of this lava waterfall. I have not been able to successfully leap up from there using magical enhancements to the top. And probably leaping over the lava that way is a big error also. Now, that chamber has a doorway on the eastern wall. So this appears to be just a death trap waiting to happen. We may be able to jump up to there, but I don't see anywhere higher we can reach from that point. Maybe... no. So let us return. Additionally, since it's a painful, unnecessary, forced platforming section... oh, really? Okay. We need to lighten our load. So let's change trousers, boots, leather armor, gloves, put our shield down there and our mace here. And we are moving much quicker now, although our gloves are damaged. So this is the point of no return. So I should save again. Now, if we want to jump up here, it's not going to happen without magical enhancement. Let's do that. Okay, that's a big jump, as is this one. Okay, here we have 2 harpy roots. And it looks like we're supposed to jump across to there. Now, let's save the game. I have a nasty suspicion. One harpy root is not enough for this jump. Trust me, I've tried. There were 2 harpy roots here. It cost us 1 to get over here, so theoretically we could use 1 to get back. But we wouldn't have gained anything. So, can we use 2? And if this doesn't work, I don't know what we're supposed to do. Fuck it, we'll use 3. Okay, we might have gone a bit too far there. I'll see if I can just use 2. I'll also see if we can use 1, because that would be impressive. I don't know if the results do stack or not, so... yeah, see, 1, not enough. And we die. Like that. Which does mean we get to see something new that's been added in this patch.
Be not afraid, mortal. I am Vectra, protector of truth and compassion. I have plucked you from the realm of the dead to tell you this. Your suspicions were correct. Your brother is alive. He is in Lysandria, as is the artifact you seek. Yet there is more. Ancient magic is being conjured within the fortress walls, and many ill-hearted souls gather around it. Even now, their dark influence grows, and I suspect other gods to secretly further their cause. You must find these servants of falsehood and bring them to justice. Do this for me, and your soul shall remain under my protection for as long as your quest endures. Know that should you be slain close to a cleansed shrine, I will do my best to bring you back into the world of the living. Go now. Before your journey ends, we shall meet again.
Now that's very nice, because it explains the respawns, but it does put us back here with significantly less experience and hag's feet than we had before. We have perished previously in this playthrough, so I will presume we've seen the message then, or we'll see it the next time we perish. But for now, I will go back to trying 2 instead of 3. Okay, we're inside the walls. And could be attacked at any moment. I was saying... Oh no, we're stuck in... Where? I hope the fight music is only playing because of him. I should have probably eaten something instead to make room, but we're inside. And it wasn't quite as bad as I thought it might be. Alright, let's get this back up on the first page. I think my first priority should be trying to open that portcullis so I have an easier way back out of here, but I can set foot inside here. It might be nice to gain an extra spell slot. This is the closed portcullis we've seen from inside the Great Hall. I see a ladder. I see a lever. Lots of exciting options are available to us here. Okay, a possessed miner guarding a portal. That is rather phenomenal in its size, but it has a large job to do. Let's work our way through somewhat gradually. You know what? Getting a little bit of a headache from tension, but still a sense of pride and accomplishment. Okay. Oh, yes, 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 please, just yes. Thank goodness. Well, that's probably enough for us to crawl through. Let's fill a flask with red healing water while we're here. Oh, don't worry, you'll get to fight me soon enough. It's probably just detecting through the wall. There we go. Yes. If you're going to stay trapped on that table... then good fortune smiles upon me. I'm not... Wait, wasn't there a... Yeah, that quill. It turned invisible from the side. Slightly visible there in the shadow. Now, I'll go and open that next, obviously. But I'm wanting to check for anything overly valuable. If we just poke our head out here... We do have a portal that presumably is linked to the one over there. However, I don't like the glowing golden red yellow stuff on either side of it on the floor. Oh no, that seems to be just a weird... What's that? What's that over there? Seems a bit more stationary. It might not be a fire slime. Well, I'm not sure I should use this just yet. I have things I can explore here first. At least 2 doors I can open. Wait, it appears to have refilled already. That's truly impressive. There we go. And if I eat some bread. Oh, moldy bread. Alright. Ugh. That's not going to be very helpful. In which case, I shall call upon the power of the divine. And then eat a magic mushroom. Not that kind of magic mushroom, you ninnies. Right. Opening up these just seems like a courtesy. Okay. How about this one? Is this also stuck? It is. Intriguing. Well, this ladder isn't stuck. It goes both up and down. Alright, so what can we see from here? We don't want to go down there. So here we can see... This clearly is a location we are expected to visit. Oh, hello! We have a raised walkway, and you, my friend, are going to die. Give me time. Time to recover. And what prey? Okay, those stairs descend, not being a part of this chamber. And up here, a similar vantage point, looking down. I'm not sure what purpose these balconies serves, other than to be seen from above, from below rather. They don't give very good positions for archers. The crenellations are too tall, as is the base height of the walls themselves. So let's go explore the other door. Well, the other doorway. The arch. It feels bad to call it an arch because I think it's got a fairly flat top to it. Oh no, it is an arch. Excellent. Wait. Okay. So this comes out on the stairs. That could lead us up to there. It's actually not that much further down. Okay, fine. I am being distracted from my goal by what appear to be side explorations. The music here does feel like a mixture of something that evokes holy reverence, but also that scene from 2001: A Space Odyssey when all the spacemen are moving towards the monolith on the moon, and it gets more and more shrill as the pitch rises. Okay, I'm starting to feel like this may not be the side exploration and it may be the way. So I'd rather go back up. But what could this be? I'd also really like to have my light spell to hand, but the prospect of running into more lava slimes makes me very concerned that I'll need to keep the holy lightning available. So perhaps another spell slot would be nice. There are so many enticing options when it comes to leveling, and plenty of time to consider them, as those options don't become available too often. Alright. We should gaze down. So there's a walkway across there. Is that... Okay, no, that's not stairs. Just a cliff. This appears rather safer to walk upon. And we are missing a lever. Now, I believe in the previous area I criticised about there being more broken levers than places to put them. So let's just put that one right there. However, this is... Oh, black and white checkered floor. Lever over there. Chest over there. Looks like some kind of trap. Well, if we step through, we're probably stepping onto a white tile. And beneath this grill, we can see lava down below. Presumably, one wrong step here will cause us to plummet down into the lava below and perish. The lever there probably opens the portcullis on the far side. And the chest there is enticing bait. It almost appears, that stepping on a white tile is unavoidable. Therefore, white tiles may be the way to go. However, there's possessed miners down here we could go and face off against first. Give us a little time to build up some confidence and believe that we can... Right, so it's over there, isn't it? Beyond this wall. Because it's a long covered walkway. Like a vestibule? Or what is it called? I can't remember. Anyway. We'll take these. Okay. Well, look, if you're not going to come... There we go. There we are. Right. Well, let's mistakenly eat some more mouldy bread to start getting rid of it. And let's use some King's Herb, because we have so much. Even though it leaves a foul taste in the mouth. And we are starting to feel like our inventory is very full at this point. This looks like a dead-end chamber we can explore fairly safely now. Let's put all the mouldy bread in there. We don't want to eat that stuff, it's disgusting. And presumably unhealthy. Oh. I'll take that. I think it goes straight to coins and not to a consumable item. Okay, look. It did. A copper, I think that is. Take these. This may be locked from the other side. And if we consume a blue mushroom, that's great. Alright. Not locked from the other side. Okay. Well now. What have we here? That clearly does not open from this location, if at all. That presumably does. Oh. Yeah. More money. And in here... Uh-oh. Felt like there was a purpose to those being right there. And also the dust from them looked like... Hello, what's this? That looks like something we do not want to explore. Let's not step on that, it sounds very unhealthy. Maybe we, like, pick up an explosive barrel and tumble it down there, or something daft, but I'm not seeing much of a purpose to that yet. I'm also avoiding walking on the metal grills, not because they may be weak, but because we're wearing metal boots and they are going to be hot above all this lava. Let me guess. Dead end doesn't take us in there? Yeah, okay. So then we get the fountain. And these bottles of... I don't know. Now, we do have bottles of water already. Oh. Wizard. Oh, you're gonna hear me coming, friend. Oh, bugger. Ow. Oh, thank goodness. And what could this be? Acolyte. The prison of Godon must remain locked down at all costs. The riot has been an unexpected turn of events, but we cannot risk the Lysandrians discovering it and sending reinforcements. Until we have fully taken over the mines, you are to remain at your post and guard the arcane lock with your life. I will send a member of the Water Guild to assist you and guard the other 2 crystals as well. Archmage Argus. I would presume this is not the Acolyte, but the member of the Water Guild that we encountered in this chamber. And the Acolyte may be encountered for... Hello? You have a coin for me. How lovely. I think we will go magic for our healing. And let's see what this allows us to observe. Okay, a large blue glowing portal in an arch set in a wall. Pillars to either side. That looks like it's an external wall. I think we see battlements up above. Steps leading up. There's something to the left of the steps. Looks like it may be a fallen piece of masonry. I have to remember how to get out of these now. Oh, there we go. That presumably operates this door, because why go into a room and let someone lock you in? This presumably requires some kind of key, which we do not currently have. I also expect we are only almost impossible. So not the hardest lock we've come across. It would appear we are now heading up to the black and white checkered tiles. And I think I shall first attempt to walk only on the white tiles. Now, let's not do that actually. Let's see if these stairs go any higher. No, they do not. I should have remembered that. I felt like they didn't, but I wanted to check. You know, we're getting a good amount of experience in this area. It's nice. We might expect more. And with the exception of the portal outside, this does appear to be our only method of progress. Let's get this open. And then save the game. Now, the true irony here would be if there's literally no trap on the floor. However, in order to step onto... We can just about get on a dark tile. Let's go white. Ooh. Okay. How about we alternate? Nope. Okay. Alright. Okay. Well, there's something interesting going on here. Let's... Oh, it's unskippable. Okay.
Be not afraid, mortal. I am Vectra, protector of truth and compassion. I have plucked you from the realm of the dead to tell you this. Your suspicions were correct. Your brother is alive. He is in Lysandria, as is the artifact you seek. Yet there is more. Ancient magic is being conjured within the fortress walls, and many ill-hearted souls gather around it.
It would appear
Even
certain
now,
tiles are
their
trapped.
dark influence grows, and I suspect other gods to secretly further their cause.
We can leap over them, and
You
there
must
doesn't
find
yet
these
seem to be a
servants of
pattern to
falsehood
it.
and bring them to justice. Do this for me, and your soul shall remain under my protection for as long as your quest endures. Know that should you be slain close to a cleansed shrine, I will do my best to bring you back into the world of the living. Go now. Before your journey ends, we shall meet again.
Now, I have a really horrible feeling those lost experience points are in a very hard place to reach on that tiled floor. If they're just at the start of the tiles, great. But I really suspect they're going to be much closer to where I perished. And as such, I think I'd rather just reload the save, to be honest, because I don't fancy trying to get those back. But I am curious to see where they have landed. So let's do that at least. Yeah, that's not good. So this one was safe. This one was safe. All of these were not. Let's load the game. So, safe. Okay, not safe. Okay, hang on. So, that one's safe. This one's safe. This one apparently safe? Not good. Can we just... No, we can't run forwards. Hey, I was trying to... Get the black one. Excellent. Now... Two. Okay, one for this one for that one, I presume. Okay, so we need a bit of a run-up to leap across. Ow. Okay, hold on. Not good. It definitely feels like... Oh god, here we go again. Unskippable cutscene. Hello.
Be not afraid, mortal. I am Vectra, protector of truth and compassion.
Well, she wasn't wrong about meeting again
I
before
have
the journey's
plucked you
end, was
from
she?
the realm of the dead to tell you this. Your suspicions were correct. Your brother is alive. He is in Lysandria, as is the artifact you seek. Yet there is more. Ancient magic is being conjured within the fortress walls, and many ill-hearted souls gather around it.
You know,
Even now, their dark influence grows.
it would also be interesting if the trap is only armed by pulling the lever that opens the first door in the first place,
You must
and the
find
rest of the
these
time it's
servants
turned
of
off.
falsehood and bring them to justice. Do this for me, and your soul shall remain under my protection for as long as your quest endures.
Why, lady?
Know that should you be slain close to a cleansed shrine, I will do my best to bring you back into the world of the living. Go now. Before your journey ends, we shall meet again.
I don't think we're going to try with that trap again for a little while. If we're going to die, we'd like to leave our experience points somewhere more obtainable. So this, safe. These, deadly. That, safe. Then it gets more tricky. It could be the white ones are safe, but trying to jump onto all of them is... Because we know some of these are deadly. Haven't tried out that way yet. Let's just go back. Because we do have another avenue of exploration available to us. Let's take our bountiful bounty of experience points with us, because it's looking like we're about halfway to the next level. So clearly this level, as in area, is appropriately challenging for us. And hey! We can fill another red flask. This fountain refills very frequently. Possibly more swiftly than usual. While we see the high rafters, it doesn't appear we need to go leaping about on them, which is a great relief. If this doesn't function, then we know we have to go through the trap. Oh, it functioned all right. And I'm going to presume... Ooh, great big ankh. I'm going to presume it's a two-way teleport without testing it first. Alright, look, this darkness is becoming a bit of an issue. So... Oh yeah, okay. There we go. This requires a lot of concentration. Although the actual casting cost is fairly low. Of course. Oh, and I should be on the look for secret buttons in the walls. Because some of these stones project a little further than usual. Looks like a fire elemental, in case the water elementals weren't nasty enough. Well, it matches the flaming theme of the area. We'll take that. Look at it later. You're patrolling, are you? Okay, we can kick it. And it can blast us through the walls, and my god, that is something that is best avoided. Okay, this time we'll suffer the cutscene. Okay? And she's like, really?
Be not
Again?
afraid, mortal. I am Vectra, protector of truth and compassion. I have plucked you from the realm of the dead to tell you this. Your suspicions were correct. Your brother is alive. He is in Lysandria, as is the artifact you seek. Yet there is more.
Oh, there certainly is.
Ancient magic is being conjured within the fortress walls, and many ill-hearted souls gather around it. Even now, their dark influence grows, and I suspect other gods to secretly further their cause. You must find these servants of falsehood and bring them to justice. Do this for me, and your soul shall remain under my protection for as long as your quest endures. Know that should you be slain close to a cleansed shrine, I will do my best to bring you back into the world of the living. Go now. Before your journey ends, we shall meet again.
This would suggest that our first interaction with a shrine upon encountering it is to cleanse it. It also very much seems that we are supposed to avoid that fire elemental just as we were supposed to avoid the water elementals, which we could probably now deal with actually back in a previous area. What am I looking for? I'm looking for this. A jeweled golden necklace. Excellent quality. Doesn't grant strength like this one. Well, I'd like to go and reclaim those lost experience points. And then I'm not entirely sure what I would like to do. I imagine that to avoid the fire elemental we may need to tread rather more lightly than we currently do. Shit. Run, run, just run. I said, run. Oh! Okay. I used a bandage. It worked. And we have defeated the fire elemental miraculously. Wow, okay. I'm so glad that it followed us, actually. I was trying to see if it had come out through the doorway over here, and it was actually out through the portal, burning us to bits. Okay. That was great. Yeah, pretty much bang on the halfway mark, actually. Excellent. Well, definitely saving after we defeated such a powerful foe. And bandaged our burns. Now we continue our exploration, painfully aware there may be more like it. Okay. Spell scroll? Oh, thank you. And now question becomes, can we no, we can't. Okay. We cannot jump with that scroll open. But there's more. Because this was wrong. We entered through one. The next three around it were deadly. Then there was a safe jump. Like that, presumably. I don't think it's over here. The presumption would be this is the beginning. But that doesn't seem to be the case. It may be one of these. I'll have to look into that. Okay. That looks very intriguing. But let's remain in this upper trajectory first. Or not, as the case may be. So, we appear to have a chamber with two doors, both of which are locked. We also appear to have found a path that may lead us into it. Wait. Damn it. Trick of the light. Looked like it would be a button. Oh, hell. So. Oh, this is a job for chicken feet again, isn't it? That looks like we can jump it. This looks like hell to try and traverse. We have only 3 of these remaining. Oh, but that actually looks like it'll go around to those 2 locked doors. Okay. So we'll save. Ask ourselves how painfully bad this is going to be. So, what is here that is good for us? That thing over there. Got it. This all looks bad. Okay. Come on. You can do this, pal. Yeah. And a red fountain as well. Excellent. Could do with more of those. Oh no. Ow. Yeah, fuck the door. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Ow. Oh, wow. So all these water areas we've been finding recently... Oh, hello. Servant's key. Excellent. Would theoretically come in very useful in this area. Let me guess. Oh, yes. And I think we know where that door over there leads as well. However, I will point out, having both these doors locked does mean we didn't run the risk of running into two of those things at once. Servant's key has now been used. We could have just gone through that way instead. We get arrows, a bow, a hint that fire, water arrows may be useful here. Learned a new spell. Excellent. Is it way too challenging for us to cast? Intelligence 20. Far too challenging for us to cast. We have a mere intelligence of 14, which is enough for our basic faith-based spells. That looks like we're going to lower it at some point to return back here. And we have not explored the other path out there. Perhaps if we obtain more chicken's feet... Oh, it's a dead end. Oh, hello. Sword and buckler, eh? Very nice. We can take precisely both of those before needing to retire from the area. As our pack is very full. I think we should head back to the fortress to unburden ourselves somewhat. And that's not a bad idea, is it? So far... Oh! Do we open it from this side then, if the lever on the other side was stuck? We do. Excellent. Does that mean we open this one from the inside as well? Does not appear to be the case. So be it then. We'll fill another red flask on the way out, as these do seem to be refilling very swiftly. And if we sell these off, we don't need 2 pairs of leather trousers, but these are in better condition. We'll have to repair our other leather stuff anyway. And we don't need all those spare hammers. I like that. It's very bright. Catches the light without being overly glistening or shiny in its own way. So I reckon we'll be going back to Rodri's to get our leather stuff fixed up. At this point, it feels like we've already encountered some of the most powerful items of equipment in the game, in terms of weapons that we are still building towards meeting the requirements for. What am I doing? Why am I not taking the lift instead? Oh, because I know where this goes, yeah. Right, fair enough, got it. I'm not sure if this way is any shorter. But hey. Let's take it, as it's a newly uncovered shortcut, but doesn't involve the awkward lift step. And if I pause just shy of returning to the castle itself and end the episode there, it's possible that the next time I record, the ladies will have been hotfixed in and we'll get to see some of them moving around, walking about. Perhaps one of them even runs the jeweller's shop, although there's been no mention of the jeweller's shop finally opening in the patch notes. I did think to myself, if the women were only in the new areas, what story reason could be concocted for deciding that these areas out here were so dangerous the women were drawn back in retreat to another location, far more dangerous than this one, to save them from the horrors of the Outlanders out here. And if they do begin to appear in some of these areas that we've already visited, it would be nice to see them and say hello. Give them our little roguish, lopsided grin that Perrin has. Of course, if the ladies are like the barrels and only appear for new saves, we won't see them at all. But that's not the case currently. They're sort of patched out while something gets fixed. Not sure entirely what. Maybe they all have very manly voices or something, I don't know. But alright, here we are. I'm going to end the episode here. We've had our first excursion into a fiery lava level, and it was very dangerous and deadly indeed. I hope you've all enjoyed this one, and I'll look forward to seeing you all in the very next one. I'll say goodbye for now though, and see you all soon. Cheerio everyone.